are listening to the Freeform Rock Podcast with Mark Alden Taylor.
Welcome to another edition of the Freeform Rock Podcast. Today we have a guest. Lee, who's our guest?
Hi. It's
Ronja.
Ronja.
Yes,
Ronja.
right.
Sorry.
Perfect.
Is it right, Ronja?
Ronja.
Yeah, it's right.
Okay.
Yeah, right on. Okay, then I got it right. Ronja from the group
The Pinpricks.
Yeah, the Pinpricks. Yeah, I'm a little bit drunk. Ronja Kaminsky from
Lee.
the Pinpricks. Is that right?
Well, he's 3 hours ahead of me, so he's in New York, so that's why he has time to do stuff. Yeah, it's Ronja Kaminsky from the Pinpricks.
Yeah, right on, man.
So,
yeah,
Ronja, I asked you before we started this about how you found the podcast and how you reached out to me with your album and stuff. You said you were stuck with Corona and had nothing to do, so you were just trying to spread your music around, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like for every band now. Everyone can play, we can tour, we can do the festivals. So we are at home and don't know what to do. So yes, I try to spread the music to everyone and all over the world. And so I found your page and really like it. So I wrote you.
Thank you very much. And I appreciate you sending me the music because I really like to find new bands. And I'm always scouring YouTube for it. Like I found another band called Smackbound like a month ago. I thought they were really good with another female lead singer.
Cool.
And especially you guys are a three-piece, and I love three-piece bands. My favorite band is Rush, and Triumph, both Canadian bands. Go figure. and especially the Beatles. Beatles are always like up there with those guys. But I was really impressed when I listened to your music. It's like I didn't think you guys were from Germany till I tried to do some. Like I said, I couldn't find any information on your band. It was all in German. So I figured out you guys are from Germany because all it wrote was Hamburg, Germany. That's all I could read.
Okay.
So I have some questions. So how did you get into music?
My father had a band and he was the lead singer and lead guitarist, and yes, when I was very young, he bought me a guitar and said, "Here, play." And I was like, "No, I don't want it." And when I was older, I started playing guitar, but I was 12 years old. I think it's older than most people when they start. Yes, but I had very good experience with bands when I was young because I was in his rehearsal room, and we're so small and young, and we're in this band, and my father said, "Yeah, just play something," and I was like, "Oh my God." Yes, and that was the start. And when I was older, I think 15, 16 years old, I wanted to have my own band and started to search people. But it's a very small town in Germany where I come from, and that was very hard to find people in my age that, who could play guitar or bass or drums. And so it really took more than 1 year to find people. Yes, but finally I got my first band when I was, I think 16 years old. Yeah. And that was the beginning.
Nice. And you're a really great guitar player. Seriously.
Thank you.
I was impressed. I go, wait, she's playing lead too? And I go, dang. Yeah, because I was watching all the videos and I watched your Corona concert. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I was like really impressed with you and your band. And what are your influences? Like what bands and artists?
It changes all the time, but at the moment I really love Royal Blood and Muse at the moment. I often hear Muse now. Or Highly Suspect. You know Highly Suspect?
No, I haven't heard of them.
Yeah, and bands like that, and classical like Foo Fighters and something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like all those bands. I like Royal Blood. I like Muse, and Royal Blood has a lot of Muse in them. I was listening to them a little bit yesterday, because we're going to do the review later. But let's talk more about your band. You have 2 EPs out.
Yes, right.
And we're going to talk about your new EP, which is dang it, sorry, Bait. Yeah, I have it written right here. Bait, and
I got it in my mind.
So,
very good.
On your guitar playing, do you have an influence on your guitar playing? Is that your dad?
Yes, he was my idol for a long time, but I really love Eric Clapton very much, and Danko Jones, of course. I don't know how popular Danko Jones is in America. He comes from Canada, I think.
Yeah, he's from Canada. A lot of good bands come from Canada. And Germany. I love the Scorpions and Michael Schenker.
Yes, but I really I saw him 2 times live, and he is really crazy how he play guitar and sing at the same time. It's really crazy.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty hard to do that, and you're in a 3-piece, so you have to play. You know, you guys don't have any fills like other guitar players with you. It's just you 3.
Yeah.
I've noticed that, for instance, I don't know, but it sounds like you have also kind of an influence of the classic rock stuff from the 70s, maybe, and like I know that it wasn't just England or America that had good rock back then. Also, the German bands. And so, were you influenced at all, or knew a lot about, or some about? Well, obviously, you would, if you're from Germany, you would know about some German bands from the classic rock period. Just curious.
Oh, that's hard, because
I mean, maybe,
maybe
go on.
You know the Scorpions?
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I mean, like there was a. I mean, I don't want to, put anyone on the spot. I'm just saying, like, there were groups like maybe, I totally forgot their name, but it was but no stuff like there was an album that we reviewed.
The German progressive rock group?
Yeah. It was Release. It was I'm looking, but no. Body Count. No, not Body Count. It was
Skid Row.
Screw me. I'm being really stupid, but anyway, groups from the 70s. I'm usually better than this. I'm really sorry about this, but yeah.
All right.
But
no problem.
I wanted to know, how did you get your name? The band's name.
You know the Pink Floyd song "Comfortably Numb"?
Yes.
Yes, and Pink Floyd was a very important band for me a long time, and I still love the band, and especially the song, and the word pinprick is, I think it sounds good if you talk it.
Yeah.
And
like just a little pin prick.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
that.
right.
There'll be no more yeah.
Yeah, you know it. And it was a very quick decision, and because we had another name before and didn't like it, and then we had some gigs and said, okay, we need to change the name. And overnight we said, okay, let's do some brainstorming, and yeah, and then what's the name? Pinpricks. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's do it. So there's no big story behind it.
Yeah.
And the
By,
member... Oh, go ahead.
oh, by the way, I just want to say real quick, I remember the name of the group, Birth Control.
Ah, okay.
They were from Germany, and they were around, and they're still around now. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I was just I just thought of them because, you know, they were kind of a heavy group, and I just thought, you know, I would ask. But anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No problem. Hey, so I wanted to ask you about the members of your band. How did you meet them and get together with them?
The bass player is my boyfriend, and it was. I had first when we started Pinpricks, I had another drummer, and after 1 year he said, "Okay, I have no time. Had to do a lot of work, and his job was very hard. So he said, "Okay, I can't do this anymore." And our bass player too, and so I said, "Okay, I need now a new band." And so I went to my boyfriend and said, "Okay, you have to learn bass to play the bass." And he said, "No, you're kidding me." He said, "No, you need to learn it now." And he said, "Okay, I will do it." And yes, after I told him, he never or he played the whole day. And I said, "Okay, what's going on? Yesterday you said, 'Are you kidding me?' And now you play all the day long." And yeah, I think it's a very crazy story, but yeah, he's very motivated. Yes, and then we had here in Kiel, we have Kiel is the city here in Germany where we come from, and we have a rehearsal house where I think 50 bands are in, and practice there. And then I just went to another room, and you know everyone there, and then I met Rico, and he had problems with his band too, and said, "Yeah, I need another band because it doesn't really work." And then I said, "Okay, come here. I need a new drummer." So it's a good time to change, and yeah, that's how it went. So
Oh, for a guy who didn't know how to play bass, he sounds really good.
yeah.
Oh, it kind of makes me think of like a house like in the United States. There's stuff like lofts, like artist lofts, and then people can sometimes go in and they're like, "Hey, I'm an artist," and so they might go in and jam and do music with people, and it sounds like as if you were the inspiration because you were the energy who, you know, you told your boyfriend to play bass, and so your positive energy made him decide to go on and do the bass, and then you found the other members, and it was kind of like snap, 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 snap. And sometimes it goes like that, you know?
Sometimes, yes.
And I wanted to know, because your vocals are really, really good. Do you have any female influenced like artists, like female vocalists that influenced you also?
Yes, I really like Taylor Momsen from the Pretty Reckless.
I like her.
Yes, I think she's one of my favorite female singer. I also like Mariah Brink from In This Moment.
I'll have to check them out.
Well, The Pretty Reckless is really good. So
yes,
Okay.
I really like them.
they were on tour with Soundgarden when Chris passed.
Oh,
She took that pretty hard.
Oh,
That
wow.
was her idol, Taylor. Yeah. So, also, have you heard of? I'm just gonna throw this out there. Have you heard of like Ann Wilson or Pat Benatar?
Sorry, I didn't get it right.
Have you heard of about Pat Benatar or like Ann Wilson of Heart?
No.
You haven't heard Heart? You should go listen to the song Barracuda. She's a
Okay, yeah.
That band is fronted by two females with guys behind them.
Ah,
Ann and Nancy
okay.
Wilson. Nancy Wilson plays the rhythm, and sometimes she'll sing lead. But Ann Wilson has a powerful voice. The Barracuda, the riff on Barracuda is like dum 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 dum.
yeah.
And then she goes, wah,
Yeah.
wah, 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 wah. I can't sing, but she has a great voice. I just want to turn you on to Heart if you like female vocalists. And Pat Benatar.
Okay, yeah.
Pat Benatar sang "Hit Me with Your Best Shot." I don't know if you heard that. So check those female singers out and get back to me and let me know if you like them.
Yeah, I would
Maybe I'll influence you some more with. I don't know, but old
You might need to give links to the videos.
Oh, well, Barracuda, the 70s Heart is the best. That's the harder of the Heart. But they're still, the 80s, they kind of went pop, but they were cool, they were still good to me. And then let's get into your album, Bait.
Yeah.
Your blah, blah, blah. All right, you got the song Cast Off Your Shadow, which is the first track of that. Are you the main songwriter, or do you guys all write songs together?
I write the lyrics and the instrumentals. So Niels, the bass player, and me, we are mainly write the riffs and something like that. But the whole song we always write together.
That's pretty cool, man. This is a really good song. It's like it's hard rocking to start off the album, and it really shows what your band can do. And I'm really impressed. I love your voice.
My favorite song. It's my favorite song on the album.
Yes, thank you.
It's really good. I whenever you guys get some physical copies out to America, I want the physical version. I always like physical. I like opening up, looking.
I can try to.
Okay.
To send.
If you guys, I mean, if your group ever is able to perform in New York, I would very much like to go to your concert, and then I could buy your merch and tell you that I think that you're really good.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, we try to come to New York.
Yeah, you guys should do a merch page in America so we could like promote that for you too.
It's this damn coronavirus thing. It's like I saw other groups that literally, after I saw them, only let's say I saw a group from Australia, and then just 1 or 2 days after, the coronavirus hit. So thank goodness they were able to get back to their country. But I'm thinking this is such a stupid virus to come out right now. I'm sorry, virus, but I'm not sorry. I want you to get away, virus. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, because the virus is closing a lot of live music down. Musicians can't play. They're not getting any money. That's why I suggest people go buy their music. That's why I bought your music digitally. Support your artist. I like to buy physical media, so I'm waiting for the physical also because I'll buy that too. It's a really cool song. I love your guitar playing. Your drummers your rhythm section really kicks it out of the park, man. I love it. And I had tickets for concerts too that got postponed. I had like about 3 shows. I had that Motley Crue Def Leppard show that got the stadium tour. They got with Joan Jett got postponed to next year. Hopefully we could knock this virus out by next year so we could get some live shows going again. I know it's hurting you guys and the smaller bands out there that need this.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we hope that the next year is really better, and that it's go on next year. So nobody knows.
well, I heard it's getting better in Europe. Over here, it's like starting to go again. Like California and in Florida is like a lot of cases. It's like, damn.
Yes. Yes.
I work at Disneyland, so I've been furloughed since March. It's like I'm just sitting at home trying to figure out what to do with myself. It's so boring.
Okay.
And then we get to the next song, "Get Out." How did you come to write this track?
So what it's about, you mean?
Yeah, what's it about?
It's about persons who try to stop me and want to tell me their stories and how to live and how to do things. And so I just tell them, get out of my way, because there were so many people in my life that told me, you need to do this and study, and I always say, no, I want to make music, I want to do this, and so this is the song about, and I'm happy that I become a musician and do what I love.
In fact, this is my other favorite song on the album. The first two are the ones that I really, really like a lot.
So you like the faster songs?
I just happen to like the melody and the way about them. I'm not against slower songs. I'm just only about whatever the melody, whatever the vibe speaks to me.
Okay.
So I like slower stuff too sometimes, but I mean it's just those two particularly I did like a lot.
Yeah,
okay.
And the solo that you do on that song, "Smokes," it's really good. I'm like, damn, this girl can play. Like, I love it. And then we get to the next song, which let's see. Oh, we're gonna play the "Cast Off Your Shadow" really quick. So here's "Cast Off Your Shadow" with Ronja and her band, the Pinpricks, on the Freeform Rock Podcast.
Take as much as you can, don't miss all the gold, don't miss
Okay, that was Cast Off Your Shadow, man. That really smoked, like we said earlier. It's a great. You're a great band, man. I want you guys. I want to see you guys live. I want you guys to get to America, man. I want to promote you guys. I want to get you guys here. I want to like drag you guys over there, from over there, and get to play the clubs in California. Get to the whiskey. Get to the Sunset Strip. Get to some clubs around here. You know, you guys are really good, man. It's like,
yeah, we want to come, really.
Yeah, we want you guys to come, man. You're a really good band. And I just love your stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just gushing over you guys.
Thank you so much.
And then we get to the next song, Voices, and let's talk about this before we play it.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about the video. You're getting the shit beat out of you now. What's that about? What's the concept of that video?
The song is about my inner fight and my inner demons, and in the video, the inner demons are so you see my inner demons, like the two men in red, and yeah, they how you say it, they hurt me from outside, but the lyrics are about the hurt inside, but you know, we wanted to make it visual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to describe.
I remember I showed that video to Lee about a month ago, and I go,
yeah.
I go, check out this band, they're really good. And then all he said was, that was disturbing.
I will say that I really like the song, but I found the video to be a little bit harsh, just in my taste. I mean, I don't mind some harsh stuff, but I mean, for me, I thought, oh, this almost looks like cruelty, and not. I mean, of course, you have the right to do whatever video that you want to do, and I've been into some horror stuff once in a while, but I mean, I thought it was just my sensibility at the time, and when I saw the video, I thought, this is a little too disturbing for me visually, but musically, I really did like the song.
Okay.
Yeah, the song is really good, and now that I understand why it's your demons coming out and beat you up from the inside, I go, that makes more sense. but I thought it was a cool video anyway. So
I'll be able to watch it now more with your explanation.
Well, it makes more sense because demons do tear you up, you know. So, let's play the song right now so the fans could hear it and people could. I hope people like catch on to you guys and in America buy the digital copy on Amazon and iTunes and hopefully they'll come here and bring some physical copies one day. So here's Voices by the Pinpricks on the Freeform Rock Podcast.
When a body lies in your arms and I feel so powerless, can't escape slow decay. I'm my enemies. Can you drive out with the darkness? Can you hold off the coldness? Help me defeat this before it freezes my heart. Maybe it's already too late. Forgetting me and escape. And maybe it's already too late for saving me from my desolation.
Okay, that was Voices by you guys, Ronja and the Pinpricks, or Pinpricks, you guys are real. I'm sorry, you guys are so good. I'm so happy you agreed to do this interview. It's especially get you guys in America. I hope people are listening. I'm going to promote the hell out of this show in some rock groups. And then we get to the next song, which is A Million Pieces, which we're going to play the song also. But let's talk about the song first. How did you? What was your influence on this song?
That was a very hard night for me. It's about a night where my father passed away, and it was a sleepless night, and I had so many thoughts and tears, and but then I realized that I really forgot the important things in life, yes, and had my daily routine and overlooked so many beautiful and fascinating things, and or overlooked the important things, and that was really I woke up in this night, and it's not a negative, it's positive song for me, because it was sad, but it also opened my eyes. Kind of opened my eyes.
Yeah, condolences on your father. I lost my mother in 2004, so I know how it feels to lose a parent. You never really get over it.
Yes.
My mom is my influence on music, even though she wouldn't let me play drums. She made me play the clarinet,
cool.
and I just gave that up. I don't want this. I wanted drums since I was 5, but my mom wouldn't give it to me. But she got me into bands like the Eagles and Aerosmith and
Cool.
and stuff like that. So then I got her into the 80s bands like Dokken and Motley Crue, and Def Leppard. If you know those bands, I don't know what you guys know in Germany. Now this is a really good song. I like the riff, and your rhythm section it's really hot, man. It's a great song. What do you think about it, Lee? Did you like it, or?
I liked it. I thought that the first 2 songs were the very best, but I did like this song. I guess that I thought that maybe there could have been a little bit more of something added to it. I don't know what, but it seemed like to me the first 2 songs were the best, and then after that maybe the arrangement was a little bit thinner, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I like it. It's a great song, man. And then let's play it right now. So here's A Million Pieces by the Pinpricks on the Freeform Rock Podcast.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I still can't sleep. Too many expectations make me sick and weak. If I close my eyes, falling to a million pieces. Don't open my eyes until I'm one again. Suddenly I realized that I was young my whole life. Suddenly I realized that I was young my whole life. to hate and love merging to hate and love merging to hate and love merging to
Okay, that was a million pieces, and now let's get into the next song, which is Paintless. What was your inspiration on this song?
This song is about a person who only believes what he can see and touch and makes fun of faith and spirituality and laugh about people who believe in things like that. And at the same time, he's never satisfied and bored by everything. And yes, I know many persons like that, and I can really understand those people because yes, I believe in God, not in this church way, but I believe that there's more that we can see. And
after you're done, I'd like to ask you something, but go on.
Okay. Yes, and I believe that there's more, and that there is more after we die. And so this is about a person who is very lives in his material world, and yes.
Okay. What I would like to ask is, I'd like to ask you, do you believe more in what's known as universal energy, which means that God is not just like a being that's in the church that they talk about, but God is more of the energy of the universe, and that everyone and everything is a part of the universe, and that we're all a part of universal energy, which is sometimes called God.
Yeah,
It's
a good description. Yes.
Yeah. Me and Lee get in discussions about this all the time because I believe in Jesus, and I'm not into like organized religion. I'm like a non-denominational Christian, so I'm not a Baptist, I'm not a Catholic, I'm just a Christian. That's all I am, and I just go by the Bible. And
I don't I'll say, like some people say, I don't love. I don't like, I love. I'll say, I don't believe in Jesus. I know Jesus exists. But I mean, me and Mark might have a different viewpoint on him. But the thing that we both agree on is Jesus existed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, the one thing that
I
I
didn't mean to get religion on you, but that's my one point, and now I'm out of it. I'm out of the religion thing. I'm shutting the door. You can talk religion.
I don't believe in religion, so religion is man-made. Let's see. What I was going to tell you, yeah, I understand about what you're saying about people who like knock other people's faith down. I get it all the time, especially on Facebook. And I don't understand. Most of these people are atheists, and I always tell them, how can you knock somebody down for something that you don't believe that exists? So why are you getting on me when you don't believe it exists? So I said, why don't you just move on and just say, okay, bye, have a good day. You know?
Exactly.
Why do you have to yell at me and tell me, argue with something that you don't believe that it's a fairy tale in the sky? You know, so move
That's
on.
a good point.
Yeah.
Because if someone, let's say someone were to be angry at you for believing in the tooth fairy, it's like, well, if you don't believe in the tooth fairy, why are you angry at me for believing in it? Because if you don't think it exists,
exactly.
that's it.
yeah. Hey man, I'm starting to get more into your vibe, Mark. You're a right on guy.
Thanks. Yeah, we always agree on everything.
We will agree on everything this time.
That's a little joke between us because a lot of times I don't like something that we picked to review. I don't like a certain song that he loves, and I said, but Lee, we always agree.
Well, I say that when we do agree on a song, then I go, we agree on everything. So I was the one who started that because I'm like, hey man, if we agree on this, then hey, we agree on everything.
All right, we digress. Let's get to the next track, which is Two Wheeler Blues.
Yes.
What was your influence on this song?
This song was written by my father in the 80s, and he had a motorcycle gang, and then he wrote a song because he really loved his bike. And at our first EP, Hunger, the song No Exit is also written by him. And
Wow.
yes, and I love
great song, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, and I love to play his songs. So yeah, on this album we had another song of him.
Yeah, it's a really cool song. I get like an AC/DC mixed with the Ramones on this one.
Yeah.
So, did your dad like AC/DC and the Ramones, or?
Yes.
I could hear it in his influence, and you could hear influences with artists with their like I feel with you got like a hard rock punk vibe going. So here and there, as I don't know, they. One site that I could read a little bit said they called you heavy metal. I don't think you're heavy metal. I think you're more rock, hard rock, punk.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think they just like to.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
They like to throw people in the genres. Just saying, we can't figure out what they are.
2 days ago, someone told me our music is like speed metal. So I said, no.
No, you don't sound like early Metallica. You know Metallica, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, all right.
You sound to me more like the groups like Cream, like from the 60s, or Deep Purple.
Yeah.
If that's considered to be heavy metal, and I do, then I consider you to be heavy metal in that way. Not metal as in, I got my puppy in the refrigerator. He's a cold puppy. It's like, shut up.
Yeah, I need vocals. I can't stand the Cookie Monster death metal where it goes, you know, it makes no sense to me. I like stuff I could sing along, not growl to. You know?
Yeah, I absolutely hate the growl shit.
I call it Cookie Monster music, but
that's making it kind.
And then that's pretty cool about your dad. That taking some of his songs and bringing them out front for him. That's a great thing that you're doing. And then we got you do a cover of a great song, "Foxy Lady" by the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Why did you want to do that track?
I play it for such a long time. With my first band, I covered the song too, and we played it so many times live, and the people love it if we play the song live. And so we said, okay, we need to record the song now, because the people like it so much if we play it.
What I like about it is that you're not doing a carbon copy of it. You made it your own.
Yes.
You don't have that. You have your own vibe to it. It's like what, I don't know if you know Van Halen, what they did to "You Really Got Me." They took it, and nobody remembers the Kinks version now. It's all Van Halen's version, you know.
Yes.
Maybe you guys could do this to this song, but I like it. I like your solo, and it's not copying. You got your own vibe to it and your own soul to it, and it's really good.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. What'd you think, Lee?
I thought it was okay. I do like the Jimi Hendrix version better. My apologies, but I do think that that I did like the guitar work, and I liked your vocals, and I liked how in Conviction you sang with really good conviction, and so I listened to it again. It's cool.
It's really good. I like it. There's a lot of covers of Foxy Lady that really suck. And this one does not suck. So I always say, don't cover a song if you're going to ruin it. You know?
Yes.
and then we get to the last track, which is the acoustic version of the second track, "Get Out." And man, this is awesome. I love
You like it?
You made it more emotional. And you gave it like a I don't know, say it like a sultry, like you made it more sultry and steamy. It's more steamy. It has more, I don't know. It just grabs you more than the electric version. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and it was the last day and in the studio, and we said, we want to do an acoustic number, and it was, I think, 2 a.m. and everyone wanted to go home and go to bed, and we said, no, let's do it now. And it really was one take, and so I think this feeling of 2 a.m. and everyone is tired is in the song.
It's like what the Foo Fighters did to Everlong. They made it like an acoustic version that's just really good. But I'd rather hear their electric version because the riffs are so good on that one, and your riffs are so good on "Get Out." But the way you sing it brings it home for me. I like the way you do it acoustic. I think you guys should probably do this acoustic in the middle of your set once in a while. It's really good.
Yeah, thank you.
It brings out emotion. Yeah, you have so much emotion in your voice, and you can hear it in the way you did it acoustic on this.
Cool.
Really good. Are you guys going to make another album since Corona's going on, or so you guys just released this in March?
We write songs, and the plan was I think April, but then was Corona, and I think we will do it at the end of the year. Some new songs, but only a small EP. Small EP.
Oh, you guys should make a full album, man. You guys are really good.
Yes, I know, but it's very expensive, and we don't have a label that pays it for us, and so we search now how we can do it and how we can get the money to do a full album.
There's this record company in Italy called Frontiers. They bring all like the classic rockers back, like Night Ranger and Striper from the 80s, and they have a hard rock vibe, and they have newer stuff. Maybe you guys could send something to Frontiers and see if they could help you, because I think you would fit well on their label, and they push their artists. They really, push.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, they're really in this. The owner really likes old type of rock and roll the way you guys play it. So I don't even know if you heard of Striper. So I might be saying names. Who's that? I'm gonna send you some
I
links.
say who's that,
I'm gonna
and
send.
I know who they are.
I'm gonna send you some links of Pat Benatar and Striper and Hart. See, I'm just curious to what you think of it because you're a really good vocalist and Michael Sweet of Striper has one of the best male vocalists I've ever heard in my life. He's 50.
Okay.
He's over 50, and the guy could still do a high note without breaking. That's unusual because
Wow, yeah, really.
you have bands like Kiss, like Paul Stanley. He can't hit it anymore, and I think Kiss should retire, but that's another point.
Yeah, Paul Stanley's like, I got my hand in the toaster.
I don't even know if you know about Kiss, so.
Hey, Kiss, of course, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. I want to. That was a really, and you also have the other EP, Hunger. So check out, guys. Go out and digitally in America, or if you're listening to this around the world, if you could find a physical copy, because I know this podcast gets to Germany. I've seen a couple listeners on the stats.
Yeah.
And Australia. So be sure and get these guys, get their albums, get them out there. Support.
I heard No Exit. It is an awesome song. I just wanted to let you know I loved it.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I heard the whole Hunger EP. It's really good. You guys are hitting it hard, man. You guys need to get out there. You guys need this freaking Corona needs to go away. We need bands like you to take over for all the old bands that are going away pretty soon. We need new rock music like this. We need new blood coming in. Well, segue. You picked Royal Blood for us to review with you.
Yes.
The album How Did We Get So Dark? And this band is really cool. It's like kind of like the White Stripes, only a drums and a guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make so much noise. Have you heard of the White Stripes?
Me? Yes, of course.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So this group, I remember them like years ago, like their first album. I heard an interview with Jimmy Page, which is Lee's favorite guitar player of all time from Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
He said this is one of his favorite new bands. So I go, well, Jimmy likes them. I'm going to go listen to them. And it was really good. But then I didn't know they had...
So we're going to be reviewing the White Stripes. I'm kidding.
So it's a really cool album. How did you get into Royal Blood?
Good question. I think our studio engineer he told me. I think it's 2 years ago, and yes, and I love them really. I saw them live here in Hamburg, and it was one of the best concerts I ever saw, really. Because they had so much energy, and they are only two people, and the sound was so good, and yes, I really loved it.
Maybe you should write them and say, "Hey, can we be your opening act?"
Yeah. Oh my God!
I want to get you guys out there, man. I'm going to be your biggest supporter in America. Trust me.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you guys are in the studio working out songs together and not on Pro Tools, emailing each other, because that's the best way to work songs out. I think is for a band to be in a studio. I'm not a musician. Lee's a keyboard player. He has some songs out there. His voice is kind of fits his songs, but when other people, I always tell him, if you get a vocalist, man, your songs will come out so much better. But he's a great keyboard
I would
player.
like to say shameless promotion. If I gave you a couple of YouTube links to a couple of my songs, would you be into I'm listening to them? Because there's one that a friend of mine did a version of my song, and he did a heavy metal version of it, and that was an awesome version. Cool. And then there's another one that I did, but I'd love to hear what you think of it, because you're actually really, really good. and if you liked my stuff, I'd be, even if you didn't have totally positive stuff to say, whatever it is that you want to say, I would love to hear what you had to say, because you're like a real musician, and I like to hear opinions from people who are really good.
Yeah, thank you. You can send it to me. I will listen to it.
Yeah,
Let me ask you, is it better to send it on Instagram or Twitter, or does it matter?
I don't have Twitter.
Okay.
Instagram.
So
Be better.
Instagram.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. Yeah. Because Instagram doesn't have like a click to the thing, but if you see it, you can do it. Anyway, thank you.
And
Yeah,
I'm also saying, send your stuff to the Scorpions. Maybe they could take you guys out too. But they always like to do like Whitesnake, Scorpions, Foreigner, or whatever. They like to do like name bands lately. But I think they should take out a band in Germany and get them known. That's just my thing.
That's true.
Yeah. I wish older bands would start promoting newer bands. That would be awesome. Iron Maiden does that, though. They bring out newer bands. Let's see. We're getting to The Royal Blood, How Do We Get So Dark? And this was released on Warner Brothers in June 2017. The album, by most critics, is positively similar to the band's breakthrough debut album. Both albums are statistically similar, with Kerr's bass serving as the music's focal point, but has a softer sound compared to their debut. So, let's get into the first track, the title track, How Did We Get So Dark? What'd you think of this one, Ronja?
Really love. I think that both albums are very good. So I can't decide which one I like more. But the first track is really it's the best opening track, I think. It's groovy opening track, I think. I really like it.
What did you think about it, Lee?
Oh, I thought that this is cool. To me, it sounded like an 80s style metal thing. Not quite like the Ramones, but still like a heavy metal stuff from the 80s.
Yeah, the drums are pumping, rhythm, catchy guitars. This song is like really good. I can't believe I missed this, because I have the debut, but I didn't notice they released one in 2017, and now I gotta go buy it, because I support my artist. You know, it's like, America's weird. You guys in Europe will sit there and support an artist until they die. You know, in America, it's like, what's the best new thing? Oh, look, there's Britney Spears. Let's go away from Poison. You know, we don't like that stuff anymore. Bon Jovi sucks. Let's go listen to Taylor Swift. You know, it's like when I'm with a band, I'm like you guys in Europe. I support my band, like Japan, and we support bands, man. We don't sit there and go, oh wait, grunge is in, Nirvana's here. Let's stop listening to Def Leppard. It's like I don't understand America, man, on the way their music taste just goes, and now they don't even like lyrics. It's just about the beat. And I like it. What I like about your songs is that you had a bridge. You have parts of your song. It's not just blended together. You structure your songs really well. And I'm very impressed with that, because you don't hear artists with a bridge anymore. It's like, or a break. You guys are awesome. Just to go off on you guys again, even though we're reviewing somebody else's album. Then we get to the next song, Lights Out. What'd you think about that one, Ronja?
It's my favorite song of the album, and we play it live. And I love the song because Royal Blood has just bass guitar and drums, and I start playing guitar in the chorus, and so it really it kicks at the chords. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the verse is very slow and simmer down, and then the chorus came and it blows you away. And I really love to play it. I love to hear it. So it's really my favorite song.
What'd you think about it, Lee?
Well, this is kind of like Steppenwolf, but updated. Like if they were a band in the 80s or 90s. It's not my favorite, but I do like it.
I'd like to hear them play it live with the guitar in there. That sounds interesting to me. This song reminds me a little bit of Muse. This song kicks ass, man. The drumming is amazing. The voice, the vocals are just really good. I agree with you, Ronja. This is a great song, and it's probably one of my favorites off here too. And we get to the, let me see, what songs did you pick off? You picked Lights Out. So let's play Lights Out right now on the Freeform Rock podcast that Ronja picked to play by Royal Blood.
Every time I'm with it alone, it picks me up, you just send me down. I can feel it rushing under my skin. You're a cage, won't you let me in? On my toes, lock the door.
Okay, that was Lights Out by Royal Blood. And then we get to the next track, which is I Lie When I Love You. What'd you think about this one, Ronja?
I like the lyrics. And I think when I saw them live, they played the song, and it's a little slower than the other songs, but very straight at the same time, and groovy. So yeah, it's not my favorite song, but I like it.
What'd you think about it, Lee?
Oh, this is like punk rock in a cool way, but maybe the instrumentation could have been more full. Like they do a good job, but I felt like they could have added a little more to it.
I think it kind of sounds like like the Chili Peppers could sing it. It's a little funky. It's kind of not like in the groove of this album. It just came third song. It's like, what happened? But it's not my favorite, but it's still it's filler to me. It's a filler track.
Yeah.
And then we get to the next song, which is She's Creeping. What'd you think about this one, Ronja?
I have to think about. I think it's sounds a little like out of tune at the beginning, but in a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I get you.
and I really love it because it's not boring. It's has special thing and a special feeling. So very crazy notes on it, but yes, I like it.
Yeah, it's what'd you think about it, Lee?
Oh, this is a strange song, but that's not in a bad way. I kind of like the weirdness of it. Maybe a little bit of it could have been improved slightly, but I'm not going to say it's like The Cure, the group from the 80s, but I would say Robert Smith, the lead singer of The Cure, would probably listen to it and think, this is my type of song. So I do give it 1.5 thumbs up.
And then I agree with both of you guys, and it has some cool breaks and some really good rhythm. It's just like amazing how it's just bass, and he makes his bass sound like a lead guitar. It's really cool, man. I love the distortion of his bass also.
Yes.
And then we get to the next track, which is Look Like You Know. What'd you think about this one, Ronja?
Yes. It's okay, but I think it's a filler, and I like it, but the album has better songs, I think. So yes.
Yeah, and in the CD age, you know they usually they'll make an album like it's over an hour, but this is only 34 minutes. Why are they putting in filler tracks on a short album? What'd you think about it, Lee?
I somehow think the Cramps could have done this song. If you don't know the Cramps, I can let you know about it, but it's not bad. I think there could have been a little more added to it in a perfect world, but I do like it.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's kind of filler. I agree with Ronja on everything she said about it, so I didn't even read my notes on that one. And then the next track is Where Are You Now? What'd you think about this one, Ronja?
It's a song I really like because I think it's kind of ballad, and I also like the lyrics. They are a little sad, but not too sad. And I like the feeling. It's melancholic, and yes, I really love the song.
Yeah, what'd you think about it, Lee?
This is what I consider their most original sound, and I do like it, but it isn't my favorite on here.
I think,
But I do kind of like it.
I think it's a cool song. It has some like Led Zeppelin feel to it, and vocals are really hard edge and hard rock and blues. I like this song. It's a really cool track. And then we get to the next track, which is Don't Tell. What did you think about this one, Ronja?
Yes, Don't Tell. I think I like the song, but it's not my favorite, but it's a groovy and straight song. Yeah, I like it, but it's not my favorite song.
What did you think about it, Lee?
This is like a really good deep cut. The guitar work is totally psychedelic, and it makes this song. It's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's a cool song, and I like the rhythm, and I think this is a good song to get in your car and drive fast to. It's a really cool track, and I like the keyboards on there too. So I'm wondering if Mike plays bass in concert. Did he play bass and keyboards at the same time, or?
No, not at the same time, but he switches while the song.
Oh, that's cool because
Yeah, it's very cool.
yeah, I don't know if you know about Rush. They're a 3-piece band like you guys. Geddy Lee, the vocalist. He's the vocalist, keyboardist, and bass player. And he'll sit there with one hand playing bass, playing the keyboards, and singing.
Okay, oh my god.
Yes, and I don't know if you've ever heard of Rush, but they have the best drummer ever, in Neil Peart. He just passed away last year, which is sad. They went out with one of their best albums in 2012, Clockwork Angels, and it was really sad because they're my all-time favorite band. So I saw them 7 times.
Oh wow. Cool.
If you never heard of Rush, I'll send you a Rush track too. So
Yeah, please send me one.
yeah, they're progressive hard rock. In the 80s, they went a little pop hard rock, but with a lot of keyboards in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then we get to the next song, which is Hook, Line, and Sinker, which you picked. So let's play that first, and then we'll talk about the song. So here's Hook, Line, and Sinker by Royal Blood on the Freeform Rock Podcast.
But you're not the same. Nothing else that can just tell Say my name again. Tell me you're caught in the middle. You're caught in the middle, and you're begging for me to stay. 'Cause every
Hey, that was Hook, Line, and Sinker by Royal Blood. Why did you pick that track, Ronja?
Yeah, I really like the vocals. They're so groovy, and I like the lyrics too. And yeah, it's groovy, and I like to dance when I hear the song. So it's my mood is getting up, you know.
It just makes you feel better. It's like a happy song for you.
Yes, of
It's
course.
like if you're feeling sad, you'll put this on.
Yeah.
It's like that's me with a band called Triumph from Canada. When I feel sad, I'll listen to Fight the Good Fight or a song called Hold On, where they go the song. I don't know if you heard Triumph, but they're a 3-piece band like you guys also. And in the lyrics, Rick Emmett wrote, he says, hold on to your dreams. Everyone around you has their little schemes, but listen to your heart and hold on to your dreams.
Ah, cool.
It's like in the beginning of the song, it goes, music holds a secret to know it can make you whole. It's just not the game of notes, it's the sounds inside your soul. The magic of a melody flows through you like a stream. It's like, I'll send you that song too, because I think you really dig it.
Yes.
It's really good. And then what do you think about the song, Lee?
This is a really good tune. I like the song and the instrumentation. I could see this being a hit as much as that type of thing could be nowadays. Very catchy. I give it 3 thumbs up.
3 thumbs up. Dang. You've been hanging around a nuclear plant? This is my favorite song off the album. I really like the groove. Like you said, Ronja, it's got a good groove. And it's really good song. And then we get to Hole in Your Heart. What'd you think about this one, Ronja?
Yes, I like the song too. I'm not sure if they played it at the concert, but I don't remember which song it was, but it was a song where everyone in the crowd sings the lyrics and the whole song through, and it was so great. I don't know if this was the song, but I always, if I hear the song, I always remember this feeling, you know, and yes, I really like the song.
What do you think about it, Lee?
Oh, it's one of my favorites on the album. It's kind of like metal meets Los Angeles punk pop from the 1980s. Sort of like the Plimsolls gone metal. I dig it.
Yeah, it's a really cool song. I like it, like you guys are talking about. And then we get to the last track off the album, which is called Sleep. What did you think about that one, Ronja?
Yeah, that's a really song I love, because I really feel the lyrics, and it's really lyrics like I'm writing my lyrics, and it's I think it's the perfect last track, and it had this sad feeling in it, and I love sad songs. I love this song, really.
What did you think about it, Lee?
The very beginning of it did make me think a little bit like this is a song that I could have written. But anyway, it has a vibe kind of like Joan Jett's I Love Rock and Roll. There's an early 70s vibe to it, but also a modern vibe. It's interesting. I like some of the other songs better, but it's decent.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. This is a really cool track to end the record. It's really good, kind of sad, like Ronja said. And it's really a good song. And then, if you guys, I just saw this on Wikipedia. There's a super deluxe vinyl version which has 2 extra tracks, which I didn't hear. Cheap Affection and Half the Chance. So I'm wondering if those 2 songs could have went in with the filler tracks. I'll have to look them up to see if they're better than the filler ones. Maybe those should have been in the album.
Yeah, I didn't hear them.
Yeah, I haven't heard them either, so I want to go check them out now. So Ronja, I wanted to ask you about your band again. You have like a groove, like you put a groove into the music. That's thought out, right? To give you guys a groove.
What's the question?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Do you think when you write a song, I need to put a groove here and make it a groove like catchy or?
No, it's like we just jam most of the time, and we just play and do what we like. So there's not we don't think about it before,
So your groove just comes naturally. That's awesome.
Yeah, maybe.
Groove is another word for musicians who are playing music.
Okay, because like I'm just saying, their songs have the riff. It's like keeps the groove going, and then you guys drop out a little bit, and then it comes back.
Yeah,
and it's like
the difference between a normal song is like da 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 da, and a groove is like da 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 da. So a groove is like when you're really getting into it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a real. You guys are really groovy. Just to let you guys know, and just to let you know about this album, the Royal Blood album in the USA, it was on the Billboard Top 200 at 25, and US Top Rock Albums at 6, and in Germany on your charts it was number 17.
Yes.
This album did really well worldwide, and that's where I want to see you guys get. I want to get you guys in the top 20 in America. Seriously.
Yes, I want to see that too.
Yeah, I want you guys to play, and then you guys could bring us backstage and say hi.
Of course.
We know somebody famous. No. I almost met Ace Frehley of Kiss, but that was an almost meet.
Yeah.
And then I've seen Steven Tyler at Disneyland, but you can't go up to him and say, "Hey, I love you." You can't say stuff like that because you got to treat him like any other guest. So,
but man, you actually saw him. Damn, if it were me, even if I couldn't say anything, I might wink. But that's me.
The worst thing I seen is Adam Sandler was there, and all the bussers, the people cleaning the tables, were following him around, and our manager had to go and break it up.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, you could get fired for that, bugging up.
Like, can I get a little bit of your ketchup? Can I have the last drop of your French fries? I'm kidding.
So I would like to thank you, Ronja, for being on our show, and I'm gonna put this podcast up today, and I'll send you the link when it's done after I edit it.
Yeah.
And,
thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Reaching out, and I noticed on your Instagram that you have a vinyl of the Bait album, and I was like, oh, I want that. I'm a hardcore vinyl collector. I try. A lot of albums are out of print, so I go on Discogs. I bought an album from Germany because I can't find it in America. It was Extreme Porno Graffiti up from a seller in Germany, and he couldn't send it to me because of Corona, and then he finally sent it as regular mail to get it through DHL, I guess. But it's a really good album if you ever heard Extreme. They got a funk to them too. So I just like to thank you again, man, and I want your band to have a lot of success, and I want your band to come to America. I want your band to start opening up for people and then be a headliner, man.
Thank you.
Make it happen. Get out here and play some clubs when this Corona.
Yeah, it was really a cool thing to talk with you and all that, and to interview you and all that. Thank you so much.
I loved it too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you very much, and I'll give you the link to the podcast, and I'll send you some links to some songs.
Perfect.
I'm curious to see what you think about the female vocalist, though.
Yeah, I'm looking forward.
All right, thank you, Ronja. And what time is it in Germany right now?
And now it's 8 p.m.
Oh, it's still early there.
Oh, what do you know? Like, what the weather is in Germany right now?
Now it's cloudy, and yeah.
Is it kind of like in the 60s maybe? Or I mean, is it cold?
I think We have another. We don't have Fahrenheit, or what do you say in?
Yeah, Celsius.
Well, I mean, is it
they're in a metric
is it-
system.
well, I mean, is it
Yes.
hot? Is it hot or
No,
is it not hot?
it's medium.
Yeah.
All right, then right now in New York, it's like 91. In other words, it is hot
Okay.
in New York. So I feel good for you if you have it less than that.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I was asking.
All right, Ronja, we're going to let you go so you could enjoy your evening. And thank you so much for being on the podcast. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your music, your band, and I want to see big things for you. Please don't break up. You know, don't let Corona break you up, because you guys are really good and you guys need to be heard.
Thank you.
All right. And,
All right.
and as always, Lee, say goodbye.
Okay, goodbye, Ronja and Mark and everybody.
Bye.
Bye.